Hello, and welcome back to our partner training series presented by ServingIntel for your point of sale system. In today's video, we will continue to discuss the reporting options available for use on your front-end terminals. More specifically, today we will learn how to configure our Today's Sales report for use on our front-end terminals. And if you have previously viewed our report maintenance video series, you might recall that the Today's Sales report will show the sale count and dollar amount of items sold during the current day. Users can define the level of detail shown when configuring this report in the back office. So let's take a look at how to set up this reporting button for use on our front-end terminals. We will begin in our back office. Once there, we will click the Maintenances icon, followed by the Button Maintenance icon. This will bring us to our Button Maintenance window. From here, we will start by selecting the Register Reports button from the Function drop-down list. Then, we will click the Edit Function Data button. And this will bring us to our Select Register Report window. Here, we will select Today's Sales from the Report drop-down list. Then, we will need to configure our report options. We have the choice to have our report print immediately without first appearing on the terminal screen. And if we would like that option, we will choose the Print Report Immediately option right here. Or, if we would like the report to show up on the terminal screen in a report preview window with the option to allow the user to print the report, we would select the Allow User to View Report option right here. Once we have made that decision, we will click the Configure Report button located right here. And as you can see, there are a few options that we have the ability to activate, so let's take a look and go through them. First, we see the option to omit item detail from a report. Selecting this option displays only department units and dollar amount sold when activated. When this option is deactivated, items will be displayed as part of a department summary. Next, we have the option to Don't Include Items with a Zero Price. Selecting this option will exclude items with a zero price level from our report. An example of a zero price item would be a modifier. So unless you'd want to include those items, we will check this box. After that, we see the option of Don't Include Open Checks. This option will exclude checks that have not been closed or settled from our final report. Next, we see the option to Show Adjusted Cash Total. And this, of course, will display the adjusted cash total on your report. After that, we have the option to Include Credit Card Sales Summary. Selecting this option will include the credit card, debit card summary, which will summarize the media type, sales settled count, dollar amount settled, tips, and the total amount charged to credit cards. Below that, we have the option to Include Grand Total, which will include the total accountability for the current day and previous day. And if we activate this option, we can then also choose the option of By Terminal. This option will calculate the grand total based on the current terminal. If this option is selected, the Include Checks Settled at this terminal only option must be selected in the Checks to Include section directly below. And then finally we move down to our final set of options where we will select what checks we would like to include. We have the options to Include All Checks, Include Checks Settled at this terminal only, or the option to Include checks in this terminal's revenue center only. So depending on how you plan to utilize this report, we will make the selections that fit those needs. And then, once we have made all of the selections that make sense on how we plan to utilize this report, we will click OK. And then we will click OK again here on the Select Register Report window, which will bring us back to our Button Maintenance window where we will click File, Save As. And then, when the Save As Name dialog box appears, we'll enter a name for this button and then click OK. And that's all there is to the configuration of this report button for use on your terminals. But please note, you will still need to finish configuring your button placement. For more information on how to accomplish this task, please see our video entitled Button Placement in our Button Maintenance series of videos. And as you should know by now, the best way to ensure that you aren't missing any of our partner training videos, new technology announcements, tips, or tricks is to click the link below and subscribe to the ServingIntel channel. And as always, if you encounter any issues with this or any other aspect of your system, please call the ServingIntel Service Desk for 24-hour a day, 7-day a week premium software support by dialing 1-888-477-7711 and selecting extension 2. Support tickets can also be generated by sending an email to service@pos.partners, and your support requests will be handled quickly and efficiently by one of our highly trained and dedicated support staff members. Thank you for tuning in to our Partner Learning Series, and be on the lookout for more helpful videos and tips coming soon. And most importantly, thank you for choosing ServingIntel for all your restaurant technology needs.